Thank you for the pin. It goes so much different. I just moved it. Do you like it, Akira? Do you think it was better or worse?
Is a storm coming, Sid?
It sure did.
Sid, perhaps
You like the old one more?
Okay.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
How are you doing,
I think
Kira?
it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my
Did
pupils
you pass
would
your
lie
test
to me.
yet?
But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
You're gonna do it tomorrow, okay? Working with the mechanics. Which mechanic?
Seems the hideaway's lost its
Blasted.
Yes, I do the credits page. Nice.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Oh, the augment
You sure
mechanic.
it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, all right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a
Skyworm.
name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Used to say the ingredients even exist anymore.
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old
Perhaps I
fella
do.
who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine.
Don't you know him too?
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
I feel like she could do this herself. It's now balanced. How is it balanced, Akira?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into
Hear me out. Oh no, that's a bad start. Uncle send with a text. That's fixing. Hey King, how you doing? I moved the camera. Okay. Better for me. I mean, it's not the same for me. And if you guys like it or not.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Smooth like Butler. It's a nice name. Let's see if we can actually deal damage to the enemy HP. I thought that's what it was originally. Is able to cast those shields on allies. Pray to everyone. Lasts about 4 turns. Okay. Oh, so like after 4 turns, the shields just go away. Oh, like from enemies? Actually, yeah, the shield as well. Sadly, you don't get one. But I get the best one, right?
What am I gonna... Is everything alright, Goots? You seem more... discomposed than usual.
Yep, okay, perfect, Akira. That's what I want to hear.
I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle.
I don't know what that
I
means.
think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's alright. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Got Shield Breaker,
Don't worry.
Shield Destroyer,
I'll speak
Spear
to her.
Piercer, and Armor Crash.
Thanks,
Nice.
Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course.
Let's see if I pick-
I'm sure
so
it's
it's like
all just
half the damage to
misunderstanding.
the HP and half the damage to the shield. Nice. That works.
I heard the Emperor.
The full
was
version of the game.
impaled on his-
Yeah, I can't either. Oh, that means I got a new voice line to do too, right? For that new move, Akira?
What do you reckon we should do?
I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
Hey, you little shits. What'd you do? Yo, nerd, how you doing?
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see.
You can't tell if you're...
What
I'm ahead
is
of you,
that?
nerd. I'm ahead of you.
It's not a set
If-
of scales, is it?
No.
From what I've seen of your streams.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
But right now I'm just doing
Like
side
Miss
quests.
Biddle showed us.
So you don't have to like...
Miss
You don't have to be
Biddle.
worried too just yet.
And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja
To
near.
Kenvar. What are you going to
Miss
Kenvar
Biddle
for?
said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done.
Well, I mean, Akira, if you want to add that one, so I'm going to re-record the other ones on Monday anyway. So you could do that one if you write it.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself.
Segment and gap.
The heavy thing goes at the bottom.
Segment and gap.
Then...
Hmm.
Then...
Maybe I am there. Maybe that's where I'm at exactly. I don't know.
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions.
No, I'm not sure either,
So
nerd.
let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Is he doing side quests with little kid? With talking to these little kids?
All right. Everything here was once part of.
Oh
this
god,
Middle
okay, yeah, you're ahead of me then, never mind.
Every piece has its own role.
Because I'm 65%.
and each is just as important as the others.
I'm like
If even
65%.
one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be.
Battle theory
You
every
already
time
know one of the
now.
pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else.
Yeah, damn it, you jumped ahead of me. How, I don't know how that happened. Alright, so I guess you don't throw out spoilers today. Oh shit. I have not been paying attention to what you've been saying. No, you're good, nerd. You're good. I asked.
The arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
And teaching them the junction system.
These round parts.
Now first you draw
are
the
called
magic.
pans. You all know what a
Then
pan
you,
is,
then
don't
you pick your GF.
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
The arms?
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minidole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all
I'm
her
doing good, nerd.
inventions. They spin
I got
round and
I like completely
round
redid my desk
and
today.
round and
Cause I got
That's right.
some new monitors and
They're very useful when you want
like
to
arm
make things
stands
move.
for them.
Do you remember if there was anything on the scales?
So I
that
actually have a lot
moved?
more room on my desk
I
now.
remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's nice, nerd.
You shouldn't have tried.
While I was doing
weighing
it,
it
I moved my
much.
camera too, so I have
You
a
know
new
what part's
camera angle
supposed to
today.
move and how it's supposed to move.
Yeah, I actually took one. I'll send it to you
Let's
after
put the
stream.
pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts...
You're a
and what
cinematic.
they
Nice.
do,
Okay, you'll
What
appreciate
do you
that.
think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit
Oh, look
onto
at Clyde
it,
being
don't
nice
they?
with the kids.
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
Oh, nerd, what do you think of the
The arms hold the pans by the
Oh,
chains.
nice. I'm in the big screen.
Very
Oh, I
good.
feel
Let's
famous.
see if that works.
Oh no, I was gonna ask what do you think of the
finished.
camera angle. Torgal, where's my attention? Torgal will get his attention.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Minidole's hairs.
Her hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets
Read all
now,
the work.
so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It
Oh,
won't be
okay.
long.
Until then,
Yeah,
though,
unfortunately, I can't make it like
do
go
try to
any
be honest with
lower.
Miss Shirley.
How it is. So I just have to stay sit. I have to sit up the whole time, all the time.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
No, it doesn't tilt. That's the problem. It just goes like up and down, basically. And the monitors are kind of high, so if I put it lower, then the monitor starts getting in the camera. Like this is as low as I can go without getting the monitor in it. Because now where it is, I have it. It's on the center of the ring light. At my ring light. Yo, Gomez, how you doing? I did change my setup. What do you think?
heard the Emperor was impaled.
Oh, Akira, that's actually a good poll. Thank you for the poll. The music is stressing you out. Nerd, I'm sorry. I'll change. Let me change it. Yo, BB, how you doing? Did you see you're kind of high? So that's wait, what, BB? I'm kind of high. Yes, that's it. You got me. Dude, oh god. All right, let's do something more calm. Well, for 10 minutes. Okay. Here, Alright, we're gonna do Twilight. Twitch is restricting your powers. How dare it.
Lady
Okay,
Kain,
nerd. Enjoy the cookie.
how's business?
Cat's
Not
cooked.
nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Oh wait, Kira, maybe you should have done it like,
Complain.
which camera position do you like better?
What exactly
Between old and new.
are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like
You
a
can cancel that
bloody
one, right? Just make a new one.
potato.
Just asking. Out of interest.
How far is this?
All right.
The lady is burning one down. Maybe I'm like 64%
I'm here
into the game.
because I was told that
Or 65, somewhere.
certain
Something around there.
rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
Alright, thank you, Akira.
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket.
I hit off a poll. Made by yours
But
truly,
that
Akira.
woman is no more.
Thank you, Akira.
And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was.
I blame
No.
Goot for this.
I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
I blame Goots. He got us in trouble. Okay, well at least these side quests are really fast. It's just talking to people. Oh wait, no, there's one gonna kill things, I think. Or I
There's a
will have to
storm
kill
coming
things.
soon. Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing.
How? Mid's not even
She's
here.
even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I.
New weapon and armor. Nice.
What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
I got my new weapon, the pool noodle. Alright, well now I need a new actual weapon.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the chances.
Where's Joe, by the way? She's chilling somewhere.
We
I
should
don't
be
know.
able to sample more such marvels.
She's here.
Of course.
That's actually why
She's
I'm
somewhere in
here.
the base.
I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sanbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambraquois.
One would have thought
Chillsbury's
the
gonna have to
disciples
explain.
of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands
Hey,
is the
Bahamut.
blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
But I'm not making it.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Okay, never mind. I was wrong. We're gonna have to
Seems
go
the
out and fight some
hideaway's
stuff.
lost its
I spoke with Lady Karen,
What did she say?
that the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he
Good luck,
said they
Goots.
were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Wait, what?
I suppose it is.
Oh, so much of this quest being done. Alright. Let's see what hunts we got too. Alright, there better not be another S rank hunt. Let's just ditch him. No, we'll help Goots.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
We help Clive's uncle instead. We're helping his servant. Does that count? Or we're about to. South of Tower of Dalmekia. Okay. Oh, this is a C rank. Okay, this is gonna be easy. Wait. Oh damn it! I forgot. I can't do the quest, so I go to this spot. You don't like Goots? I like Goots. I just wanted the quests to be. I don't want these quests to be super long, so I can go on with the story. Apparently, Kira doesn't like Gooch though. Yo, Pero, how you doing?
Fix
The
it,
camera
fix
is
it,
high.
fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
What do you mean fix it?
Fix it, fix it, fix it.
It was intentional. Pero, do you not like it? If it was lower, unfortunately I can't make it any lower. Otherwise, like... Otherwise the actual monitors start getting in the camera.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Jote is a fine scout.
Clive, don't be addicted to
If
Joshua.
Campbell was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Okay, anyway. I'll worry about that side quest after. Oh crap, where was I going? It was south of... something. Doesn't look like it's something I have. Alright, for now we'll just go here. Okay. Looks like we'll go back to the old one on Monday.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
Pero, it's the same camera. It's just, I just moved it.
It shouldn't be too hard to find Goots.
I did notice it looked better for some reason though. Like, it looked like it looked better for some reason.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen!
Yeah, bro, I don't know
Found
why. I
someone who
don't know
says
why it
he's
looks
heard
like...
the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
I don't know why
Go on.
it looks like that, but...
Tell him what you told
it's
me.
the same camera.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep
Gooch was
them
it
in
for you?
steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
What a cure!
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
Yeah,
All right, but be careful, Clive.
Oh yeah, Reparo, how are you doing? How was the flight back, by the way?
You too, Goots.
No, without the cart. Spoon nice and easy, nap most of the day. Nice.
Town guard.
So how was the trip overall, Peril? Or your vacation, I mean?
What a mess. You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
I get a good hang with the parents. Nice. I'm glad you had a good time.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Alright, let's see if I remember how to fight. It's been a week now.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
Or...
Boys, he's all yours.
Or... I kill you.
That sword is mine.
You're not getting my Bahamut sword.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Exactly here. Can we ever collab between Upper Army someday? That would be awesome. I wonder what they'll give them. I bet part of his burst will be starting into Hyper. Oh, you mean like because it keeps staggering them?
Oh, you've done it now.
Oh, probably not, Akira.
Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even
I'll
supposed
definitely
to
give him
be
fire.
here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
What pleasure.
You're not worth the effort.
Oh, never mind.
Now be gone.
Fuck
you!
you!
Change my mind.
Fucking coward!
He runs away and calls me a coward. Okay.
Find Goot.
Okay, guy.
Right now.
Yeah, Gomez, I feel like I can't even use punishment moves half the time in normal fights. Because they're so slow to attack me.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty pated lout!
Stop calling me names!
He didn't even touch him.
And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Coward proceeds to run.
That will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Thank you for the clip.
Are you alright?
He's gonna kill Nan!
Voice does not go with the big old
He
goon.
said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others.
It's like he's a big guy, but he has. It's like it's almost like he has the mind of a child,
and
though.
I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it?
An actual coward. Yeah,
I
right.
have no quarrel with you.
But you want him dead.
Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goot.
Hey, Goot's in the other right.
Enough, all of you!
Hey, where the hell did Karen come from?
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch!
How dare you.
Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
No, they're wet legs.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words.
Uh-oh.
And now, it's time to collect.
Is she gonna cut out his tongue? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, Karen.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair.
Oh, he
After
just
all,
took his
I
eye
should
out.
know.
He meant that literally.
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind, but that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down.
Oh my
He'll learn
god.
his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already.
I didn't realize Karen had lost an
Ta-ra,
eye.
Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
So what we learned from this side quest is never piss off Karen. Just remember that, guys. Where's this man at?
My lord Marquis,
There he
is
is.
that you? It is you. Then you received my letter.
Look at Karen, this is gonna be kind of like
I
helping
am
out our
Sebastian
uncle.
Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
Leave the clip
And
here.
what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord.
Or was that no
I
clip?
did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord.
Oh wait, that was during the...
Tasked with learning
Yeah,
what
okay.
I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt.
We all fought Titan
and
Akira.
without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos.
Chaos.
Your lord, uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Alright then. Can I go back here?
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Let's hope indeed.
Mummy,
The gentleman of the town guard is
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Well, that doesn't look good.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I thought his name was just manservant.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you
I know, right,
kindly
Kira?
pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh wow, okay. Right here. Oh, look at Joshua go. There you go, that's a way to finish it. don't know where the 2 came from. What? Dude, that first stab in the ground. I know, right, PP?
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against 1, perhaps 2, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
I mean, they're kind of dead, so go for it. And they were dicks.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Northreach here? It is not. So hungry. Here, get some food. Get food in the meantime. Alright, Kira, get some food. Don't worry for that raid that you're gonna miss. I know, right, PB? I just take all their coin purses. Kira, stop putting other people in charge.
There's a road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
I need some garlic fries in my life. I go for some cheese fries.
Good girl.
Okay, putting people in charge.
What happened?
Oh, they have cheese on them too. Even better, PP.
If you're with the others,
cheese fries is like literally one of my favorite things.
Of my belongings.
I'm not.
Okay, Kira.
I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been...
PP, since Akira said you're in charge, if a raid happens, you could say how disappointed you are in him.
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
You would totally do that. Perfect.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
I'm very disappointed in you, bot, just like that.
All right.
Perfect.
I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to
cut right
Northreach,
into a soul.
Visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Let's go. Faster.
Oh yeah, bro, I saw some new
could they?
Nintendo's got announced. For something.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
One hobby weekend. Oh, is that what's happening? That's right, because I remember you said that. You looked them up. Okay.
This one.
Yeah, this guy doesn't have the health that Safe Mega Player be worth it. Pero, I saw like a couple of them were from Elden Ring. I know Val could probably like those.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some
Riding
days
a
they don't
carpenter?
even send
Nice.
out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Yeah.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Servant deal. Oh, really, Peril? Nice.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
What? No. Why, you're supposed to jump on Chocobo. Let's go north.
I can walk from here.
You can, but you also have a Chocobo. You don't have to climb. You could just kept raiding Ambrosia. Yeah, PB, that makes me sad too. Like it plays it for 2 seconds when you first get on the Chocobo, but then it just stops for no reason. They made it like a little jingle now instead of being an actual theme song, a full-out song. How dare, right?
To the meadows, then.
No, look, listen, I'm about to do it again. So they'll play it right now.
Ready, go?
And then we're back to the normal music. Very disappointing. No,
He said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
Yeah, for killing these things.
Light blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Easy enough to spot.
Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Okay, got it. So definitely not these wolves that were
It's over.
Thanks, Joshua. Alright. That looks like a blue dragon.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Right, nerd? Yeah, literally. It's best bro. Did I upgrade this? I forgot if I upgraded this. Saved it. No, I didn't. Alright. That's 15 when you won prompt build. You would do the winning thing? That's true, yeah. Nerd, I like the Bahamut stuff more than I thought it would. Well, I knew I'd love Giga Flare, but I wasn't sure about the rest. But I actually like Mega Flare and Impulse. What about you? What do you think about them? Also, Nerd, what did you think about the Bahamut fight in general? I wanted to see you do that and I missed it.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Wait, I want to upgrade Mega Flare really quick. Yeah, let's upgrade that. Oh, we can upgrade Giga Flare? Yes? Okay. I only like Giga Flare. The rest kind of locks you down. Yeah, that's true. Impulse is pretty cool though. That fight was an hour? Wait, was it really an hour? I didn't even notice how long it was taking. Who's to the victory fan here? Yes, oh my god, if Torgal would like howl the victory fanfare, that'd be amazing, Golbez. Nerd, I think like after the Titan fight, I thought that I didn't think they'd be able to top it off, but then they're like, alright, let me give you this Bahamut fight, we'll top it.
I think
And
that's everything
we'll show
Lily
you.
needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
That was like literally the most epic thing I could ever. I couldn't even think of it. Like, did you expect Phoenix Bahamut to merge and fly into space and fend off Bahamut as he fires every flare and square? No! No, Peril. I did not expect any of that. I did not expect a single part of that. What vibes do we really want to see? It's just you freaking out every 69 seconds. Honestly, that's kind of like how my VOD was too, Nerd. You were like Final Fantasy VIII? True, that is kind of like 8. Except a lot more violent.
I see you're still here.
Where's the Ragnarok?
The rest's location.
Imagine Ragnarok
is a
just comes in.
constant flow of traders, and with it, a
This
constant
Bahamut
flow
Zero.
of information. Speaking of which, I
And then
received
Bahamut
word
just, like,
from
casts
both
Zeta
my
Flare?
associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the
It's
right
like,
time.
damn.
They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work.
Apparently, the only person that ever cast Zeta Flare before now is Donald Duck in Kingdom Hearts.
Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
From what I understand, yeah. So that's the first time Bahamut's actually used Zeta Flare. I think from the one from 7, it's Terra Flare, I think. I think it's Terra Flare, Nerd. Maybe. We had a flare before. I remember that being a meme. I remember that being a meme for Donald Duck. Like, he was the strongest mage ever because he had the strongest version of flare. Mega Giga Terror. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, so this is the first time we saw Zeta Flare in a Final Fantasy.
Nothing like a dish of cold
Yeah.
vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse.
It's
Just
okay,
thought
Goots. She got to
I
cut
had
someone's eye
protect
out.
You, like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit.
Yeah,
for
true,
your
Gomez. He
well-being.
just skips Terra.
Reckon the
It's like,
both
nah,
of us
we're
would
going
be
to
worse
Zeta.
off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Oh, I never thought he actually was
Oh,
pro.
I will.
I just know like that was
If
the
you ever
meme
need help, I'll
of
do
Donald
it
being
again,
the strongest
and
one.
again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump.
Yeah, I would say like
Fine.
actually Vivi
Play
would
the
probably be
hero
up
if
there.
it makes you
the
happy.
strongest.
Thanks, Nan.
Super Saiyan turn.
I won't let
Bahamut
you
Zero
down.
Spirit with glowing 6 weeks to channel Donald. Right, nerd? Like, goddamn,
There's
that was
nothing
such
he
an
wouldn't
epic
do for
fight.
you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way,
Nerd, I was probably freaking out as much as you
he'll
were
need
with
to
that.
start looking out for himself as well.
Vivi is the best. I want to play 9 again.
Till then,
I really
he'll
need to play
people
9.
to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Get the jump. Oh, PB, don't be mad. I
You
don't.
make me one good eye,
It doesn't
mister.
get fucking impossible to
I
get.
don't go thinking that'll do you any favours.
If you find a clip, go for it, nerd.
A potion to
If you want, yeah, if you want, like, send me a clip. I'll watch it. I'll watch it later. Nobody gets that. Yeah, like, what people use things to help them, don't they? You wanted it so bad.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
I feel like it'd be
So,
crazy trying to do an Excalibur
have
2
that word
run
with
in
Tomes
9
then?
too.
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
You did it for 2 hours? Oh no, PP. Okay,
And
yeah,
what
that
precisely
I'd be
would I be
sad too.
cooking up?
I did that for 2
Or
hours,
is
you
it
still
better
didn't
not
get
to
it.
know?
That is a
Blueback
depressing
wyvern
thing.
liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it?
When I play mine, I'm not gonna.
At least it weren't
I'll try it a
actual
couple
birds, I
times. But I'm not
suppose.
gonna like go
Right
all
then.
out in the jump roping.
You stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of
We're gonna
yore
have, like, a
knew what
jump
they were
rope
on
stream.
about.
All right, let's see what this wonderful dish looks like. That look, you know,
And
actually,
here we have it.
I don't know.
Fried mortress of skyworm.
Not gonna lie, that kind of looks like
Ivan's
pieces of
offered
shit
to
on a
make
plate.
sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Nope, that doesn't sound good.
So,
A robot!
fit for consumption.
Hi Alexa, how are you? Thank you for the robust
Gives
rain.
way to an almost violent richness.
An almost violent richness.
It is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish.
What?
It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even.
Hey, Alexa,
a
how are you?
maelstrom of
How was work?
flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
What?
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right.
I want food that makes
It
me
was
think
decent
this.
then, I take it.
Decent.
I want food that gives me that kind of
It's
feeling.
remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
It was tiring, but good. Hopefully, it wasn't too busy, Alexa. I guess they didn't keep you. They didn't keep you late too much, did they? No, I'm doing good. The game's going good. We're doing side quests. We're almost done with them, I think. And what'd you have to eat today? Are you ready to take a nap? So PP had some poo time right now. I need to try that one day, PP. I hear that's pretty good. Oh, Alexa, I gotta show you my new moves that I got in this game.
Did you see that?
Wait, why am I going to this guy?
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Oh yeah, there's a new side quest, but that's where
Think you
the
can
story
help?
is, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, this hunt. Oh, Alexa, what do you think of the what do you think of the new camera angle? Okay, south of Tower. I'm gonna write down Tower, because I'm gonna forget. I always forget that name. Tower. Okay. Now, where in the hell is that at? No. Maybe somewhere I haven't unlocked yet, I guess. Peril, do you remember where Tabor is? Oh, that's good. Thank you, Alexa. So far, it's been kind of like 50-50 on it, on the angle. Yeah, where's it at, Peril? Is it where the story is, or like one of these places I haven't explored? You see a lot more in my room. Yeah, I think so, Alexa. What I like is that you can actually see the Oh, it's where the story is. Okay, I'll go over there. What I like, Alexa, you guys can actually see my what's it called? The print I got of the Persona 5 painting. I did like the opposite of what you did. That's true. Yo, Eternal, how are you doing? Here you go, Alexa. We swapped camera positions. Eternal, I moved the camera today because I have like a new. I did like a whole new desk setup.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
I got new monitors and I got a stand, so I moved everything around. Hey, you playing some 10 right now? What are you doing in 10? Alright, now let's go here. I'm liking the setup. We're not all in agreement on if we like the camera angle though. But I like how my desk looks. Akira, thank you for shouting out Eternal and Alexa. Get through Mount Gagazet. Nice.
Good girl.
Alright, Alexa, are you gonna do more Ghost of Tsushima tonight? The Pokemon raging while it's gone. As a matter of fact, Akira. No.
We could use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Oh, you know what? Not gonna be able to do anything. You know what, let me open up these other areas. Because one of these places can be whatever the hell it is. And of course, Lex, you always get the shout outs. Reviving the playthrough. Yeah, it's crispy clear. No, I don't. I noticed that too. I don't know why the camera is clearer now, Alexa. I don't know. It when I moved it, it got more clear. I have no idea why. It's the same camera and everything. Okay. I'm glad you guys noticed that the camera looks more clear too.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Tell us about Jote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade.
Oh yeah, really
Much
for
like
Jote.
Clive,
That's what we're doing
but
here.
with better manners.
Much like Clive, but with better manners. Damn. Okay.
Straight home now.
Oh wait, Eternal, did you hear mine? Eternal, I'm sure you did great too. You need to get more buff in real life, Alexa. Oh, you didn't hear it? Okay. Yeah, I want to hear yours too, Eternal. Oh yeah, Alexa, did you get to hear those lines, by the way? In my heart, Kira.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
He's just a little dead.
Ether flood. Up ahead.
Oh no.
It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned
Eternal, Akira told me that
every last one of them.
Someone in the stream got scared at one of my commands. I take that as a compliment.
The people were kind to us.
Or one of my lines, I mean.
It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance.
Yeah, one of the lines I just say die. And the way I said it scared the person.
Reach
Yo, Slim Boys, how you doing? And someone said, that's scary as fuck, and you said, yeah, it is. See, I take that as a compliment.
You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track.
How you doing, Slim Boys?
They must not reach Tabor.
Hey, Tabor, that's where I need to go for the side thingy.
Lord Cougar.
Rest well, soldier.
On the lines. Oh, thank you, Alexa. I'm glad you liked them. Alexa, I don't know if you heard. I was just saying that command where I said die. It actually scared someone. Someone in Akira's stream said it was scary.
Close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
You doing okay, Slimways? Are you feeling a little better from the other day?
everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be...
Oh, Alexa, look, you gotta see the Bahamut moves. Okay, let's be able to safe ones. That's good.
I got here in time.
I'm glad it's like getting better. Come on, better hit me. What the fuck is this Chocobo doing? You're not even looking the right way. Alright, Alexa, so this is Mega Player. It matters. Literally, Alexa, that's what it was. That's what I did. Alright, so this is Mega Player. And then this is Giga Flare.
You're finished.
Those are Bahamut's moves. There you go, easy. Yeah, which move was it where I said die? Akira, which move was the one where I said die? It was Crescent Pierce, I think, right?
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Alexa, that's the one that scared someone. I looked at the list here. I didn't remember. I didn't remember all the names.
With the battalion?
I am.
I remember like half of them, maybe.
Are the others
taken care of?
I'm sorry, Akira.
One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor. Where is he? Tell me.
No, only me and Eternal did. No one else did. Akira didn't even do his own lines. I'm gonna call you a true manager. I mean, I already am Akira.
He was right to send you. Those thieves.
Akira didn't even do his own lines,
Slew
Alexa.
no longer my
Don't feel
brothers.
bad.
Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Oh, Alexa, did you see the Bahamut stuff, by the way, just now?
Son of a whore. You're Sid.
Son of a whore.
I was there in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten
Probably
your
wanted me to
oath
end him.
to the Republic?
My oath?
Nah, we'll let him.
What do you know of oaths?
We'll let him live his
How
life.
hard they are to keep.
Yeah, do you like those new moves,
Which is
Alexa?
why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No.
It's Bahamut.
I won't be deceived.
So I have to
Lord
use them.
Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go.
Oh, thank you, Akira.
Leave!
I'm glad you thought so.
That I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Yeah, sure you will. Sure you will, guy. If Hugo couldn't kill me with his insane Titan bullshit, then there's no way in hell you're gonna be able to. Pierce my enemy. I even wrote that line myself. Yeah, pierce through my enemies. Yeah, that one. I'm managing, yeah. I basically become a hero's manager now for the game.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Back to the stables, girl.
Just imagine you yelling in your room right now. I turn off.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Did you get a menacing line too? I think you did, Alexa. What were your lines again? Alexa, I actually rewrote one of yours. Actually, no, I don't think you got any super menacing ones, but you got, like, heroic lines, Alexa. Genuine.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, if do you want me to write you a menacing line, Alexa?
Take care.
Yeah, her character's wholesome, so, like, her lines were more, supportive. Where my character just wants to kill everybody.
Here's the scraps.
Oh wait, I need to go down here. It's in the description you turned. Look, we're finally doing some story, guys. Oh yeah, look, Alexa, there's your description. There's a Kira's description of your character. Joshua's right there, Kira. What are you talking about? He was literally right there. Jote. We finally found out who she is. This sometimes can be a mess.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Jote,
Like that, Alexa. I knew
Knight
you
of
would.
the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
Wait, who did you say she was? Fuck.
The Undying are loyal servants to the Ducal
Oh,
throne.
she's summoned the Undying.
Or more
Okay, Alexa.
specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Jote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Jote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall.
Oh, nice, Lamwise.
It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima. and bid Jote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waluda Knights who besiege the cities.
Nice,
what is left of them. Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Barnabas. Meanwhile.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
I don't know yet here.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Uh-oh.
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
Uh-oh.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Eternal.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
You really think you're gonna arrest Odin?
Enough.
Yeah, that was dumb if you thought you could do that. Yeah, this is Odin the Kira.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
Pretty much, yeah. He did like a
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
They were like all right next to him.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Oh, really, Slimwise?
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Let's go one for us, hell yeah. Need to be Odin and shit?
So then, how long has Walud been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what
Wait,
end?
who is that, Slimwise?
What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself.
Oh, Bandit did.
None could tell me what the one in the apothecary
Oh, what's like Akira?
Even the Undying.
I think this is important.
But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Jote of the lake?
By all means.
Akira, so I think all we have left is Shiva and Odin to get.
Jote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I will
Matt,
have you watch
doing?
over those Clive has made his wards.
Matt, what did you type though?
Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
That's probably the case.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, your grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you...
Yeah, Matt, what the hell did you type?
You have my word.
It's like, what? I think you made a typo there. Yeah, oh.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Jote.
At least one typo there, maybe. One typo is more than mine.
Let's find our friends.
You mean like the typo you just made, Akira? It was supposed to be then with an A, not with an E. In that sentence. Yeah, spelling is H.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
That doesn't count.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
No, not more side quests, damn it.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava.
Here, do you see how disappointed
Dread
he is
Evis
in me
are
now?
aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Sure, why not?
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
I want to get far enough
Of
in the story
course
for
you will.
Dion to
When
wake
one
up.
lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe and above all triumphant return.
I know, right, nerd? It's like... This can't be like the slog before Bahamut, though. It can't be that bad. Wait, what's happening? This isn't my side quest. Who is this lovely fellow? Josh was like, guys, chill.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Jote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill.
The Burning
Charged
Quill.
with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the
So
investigation
he's like Tomes,
into
but like
Ultima's origins.
just for Joshua.
Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix.
Really, nerd? Who is he voicing 14? Or this is
That
not
is,
someone I haven't met
and
yet.
has ever been our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But
Yeah,
you may
right,
now
someone's
think of
exactly.
them as ours.
Oh, it's someone in Endwalker, okay.
That won't be a problem.
So, yeah.
Will it?
Okay, so it's not someone I know.
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance.
Oh, nerd, I got my first,
It is from the darkness
Heaven's Ward
that
dungeon,
we
by the way, to
serve.
do.
Both him
It's a side dungeon.
and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Yeah, I'm excited, nerd. I'm excited to do a Heaven's Ward
It's a
dungeon.
Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
I also tried Red Mage again earlier today.
Cyril seemed...
I did a little bit better at him.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows. Like, Joshua, you got some weird-ass friends, dude. Let's hear more of that epic music, yes.
Beneath the flood, yes.
I'm like so excited to get more into that story.
How are those new boots treating you?
You! Finally. No one was paying.
Oh, you met Labra yesterday, Summers? What do you think of him?
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach.
Poor old man.
Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village.
Yeah, true
Three of
Sunwise.
them, to be precise.
One
each to the north.
I don't know if you've been doing the
south,
side
and
quests either
east.
to unlock more dungeons too.
I'm here in the hope
But
that
that'll
those
help
carvings
get
might
some more.
shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people, people quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Oh, really, nerd? I've been kind of avoiding it for, like, spoilers, but, like, I kind of know the things they announced, but I haven't been watching anything.
How are those new boots treating you?
Oh, you joined Megan's Free Company? Nice. That's probably, yeah, I figured that's probably for the best, nerd. Like, I've seen pictures and stuff, but like, I haven't read anything about
history would be complete
what the story is going to be
in
the expansion, if they even said it. Was that fancy? Yeah, hopefully by next year, like, I'll be at least caught up enough I could watch that.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the box to the gallery.
Not a scratch on them.
Was doing Lord Dump videos. Oh yeah.
Has been coughing less of late.
Yeah, that was a smart move, Slimewise. Nerd, I saw on Twitter though. There's some guy. He's trying to make
called home, I wonder.
He's literally like making a spear into a motion controller for a Dragoon in 14, which is ridiculous. Oh, you were watching FanFest before that? Nice. You saw that too? Isn't that crazy?
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Dark Knight weapon.
The engravings were.
Oh, he did that with the Dark Knight weapon in the Buster store too? Really?
What that I could have seen for myself.
Like, how's he do that? That's insane.
Don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh shit. I didn't actually pay attention to what these things said.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals.
I'm not giving this man the wrong information.
Whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder. The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of.
I probably told this man like the complete
reap
wrong.
Her promised
wrong
blessing.
Thing. He's not gonna know what the fuck's
praise
happening.
Her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples.
Oh, my hero Goblin?
Final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each
Nerd,
of
I'm
the
sorry, I
three
did not have to
peoples
read these
to have settled Tabor in ancient times. guardians of the Mother Crystal? Wanderers from across the plains.
You fucked
and
it.
last,
Wait, do you know if
certainly
he,
not
do you know if there's a way to
hunters turned farmers?
Does it tell you if he fucked up?
Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots
true,
reach
Gomez.
down
Yeah.
through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Really, nerd? Oh my god! So I actually guessed all 3 of the right answers.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, and thank you.
Wow. I'm proud of myself for that. Okay, yeah, what's up, Akira? Gomez, I looked at the stones, but I didn't, like, actually read what they said.
Careful how you pack that leather.
I didn't know I had to actually read that. Took pictures of your phone. But you did. Oh, really? That was nice. Do you remember the augments? Like, you can equip different stuff to make a stronger world. Yeah, like the little spheres, right? For more attack or more magic or whatever. Or defense. Yeah. I do remember that.
The free city's under siege.
Okay, so we're going. I bet the mark is here that I'm looking for. So we're gonna go kill that first.
Yeah.
What do you think there?
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
If you leave the spheres only, then how would they work, Akira? Write it down. This was Saga, right? I think I was saying yelling here. Oh my god, Turtle, you're yelling more lines. That's perfect. Let them think you're crazy, Turtle. Oh, he's some scary looking wolves. Augment. What's the same as the augment? Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying just take out the augments and keep the orbs, right? Damn it. Okay, little fucker. Here, we're gonna do level 1. I think that's the plan. I think that's good. Just keep it as one. Keep one thing. Yeah, that'll make it a little bit more simple. Yeah, then you don't have to spend as much time upgrading stuff. No guys looks like I can see. Go ahead, Simba, what was attack? Okay. Oh shit, I'm dying. This is the easiest hunt for you, really?
To me, boys.
God damn it. Okay. We're not gonna try to. I'm gonna try the game player. It's not working. But we are gonna make a player live in space. There we go. Got him. This one wasn't bad at all. This was just bad because I was just trying to do stuff.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
No one can stop me on my way straight to victory.
Come on. Thank you, Pharaoh. Now I'm only dying a little bit, though. That's okay, we'll fix that.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Take your turtle, exactly.
Alright.
I want to fight you crappy wolves. I want to do the side quest. I want to get back to the story, goddammit. Turtle's top dog. Yeah, exactly. Hey, wait. Forget you said that. Wait, why is that word ruined, Slabwise? What did I miss? Gigapur, flip to the face. Turbo's top cover. There you go. Fuck.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Oh, because the Dogecoin thing. Okay, gotcha.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
There you go, friend.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Yes,
What?
as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced.
Oh my god, Nerd, you just
Must
reminded
be
me
a
about the
hunter of
Berserker
considerable talent
thing.
to have bested the beast
I did
from
equip
nary
that.
a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
Yeah, I don't remember I said I was going to equip that when I saw you use it, and I totally forgot.
Very well. Though I believe
'Cause
fate
that was
had
like
a
on
hand
Monday
in our
or Tuesday.
meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business.
So thank you for that
Here,
reminder, Nerd.
for the hide.
I'm about to swap that right now. Only for I think I'll like it because I do like precision dodging. Yeah, see, because right now we got increase attack by 12. Rising Flames does more damage and more defense. So that's kind of like basic accessories right now. But now we're going to have this. You're very similar, nice. Oh, did you really, Slimwise? You're very similar, nice. Yeah, I like just having the overall upgrade, you know. You never had a Tweeter PP. That's not a bad thing. Which was a bit of a cesspool, true. GG.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Bro, you never had one either. Is DPS rather murder death kill win? Yeah. That sounds about right, nerd. Oops. Fuck that. Do I have Reddit and Twitch? I've never had an Instagram. I still don't. One of those is okay at least. Oh really? Red's gotten pretty bad. Oh, they killed your app? Eternal? Arrow, why'd they kill your app? And yeah, Eternal, I have Facebook too, but like I don't even use it for anything. You have Discord, Twitch, and Steam. Does Steam count? Yeah, I think we all have Discord. If that counts. I don't know if Steam counts too.
Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Oh, third party, yeah. Really? What the hell? Oh my god, nerd, I used to have Vent. Back when I was playing WoW, I would use Vent all the time. Birdlight is god tier, really? You're nice. Really trying to use it again. Oh, really, Slimwise? Yeah, I literally don't use it.
The free men are still holding their own then.
I just like scroll through it and look at stuff.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was
That's
any
very
trouble. We should hurry.
You see a new Threads account. Oh yeah, I keep hearing about that, but I haven't like done anything with that. Really for like 10 minutes? Okay, now where you're at, nerd? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep going, so if you got alert. Oh wait, no, there's another side quest. God damn it. No, why are there more side quests? Game, stop. You know what? No, fuck you. We're gonna go off. You're not gonna stop me this time. I'm gonna do the side quest after. I just wanted to move on. I know, right, nerd? Okay,
sounds like
go to lurk. Just enjoy the view. Or maybe I should do the side quests. And then so we could just like go through all the story next time.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, let's get the side quest over with. So we can, after the scene.
My boy.
And then...
Uncle Byron.
Oh.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Hey, Kira, it's also Joshua's uncle.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
I know, right, Matt? We love our wholesome reunions.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
He spared us the fields this time.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long.
Who, Goots, Akira? Goots doesn't join us in these things.
We need to find them. And quickly.
Hey, you just spelled his name
What do you
right.
propose? We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
True,
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Wait, what do you mean, what's the name behind that? Their last name's Rossfield, Akira. Yes, that's all their last name. Damn it, Akira. Okay. Torgo Rossfield? Sure. Alright, I guess let's do these side quests. Yeah, what Pearl said.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy.
Got Jill playing Turtle for once. God damn it, Akira.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh?
Hey, Turtle!
Why is that?
You remember how some of Sir
Perfect.
Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic
I got
attacked?
you.
Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build him a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put him? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
You love me right now, Eternal.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well,
Nerd, by the way, if you can hear
reckon
me,
we
I changed my
could do
mind.
a
I'm
lot
doing side
worse
quests.
than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool,
We
then.
talked to our good pal Wade.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
That's it!
So Wade,
I've come up with a new
it's good
recipe.
to see you well.
Exactly, Slamwise.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to
Hey, Randy,
free
how you doing?
Eastpool and make
Liking
it
the
your
game.
own.
That's
They're
right.
throwing too many side quests at
Though
me
it
right
was
now, though.
mostly her idea.
I'm trying to
I
go
rather
through
fear my
the
men have
story.
been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of
You remember this
rogues
part?
running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Alright. Let's kill us some bandits.
that's the end of that then.
What the
Or
fuck?
maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Nice try.
Oh shit! See, Josh was just do some crazy beats. Oh shit! Why didn't I make him? Of course, now that I quit the Berserker Ring, I haven't done a single precision dodge.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
We freed them.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more...
Okay, PP, have a good night.
You have only to send
Thanks
us
for hanging
stoners.
out.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Oscar was,
Pool lives again.
Shit.
Let's go and tell Martha
the Lord Commander's son, right? Murtaugh's son.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Now let's go to this one. Alright, so hopefully we do all this, and then next week we could just go through the story and kick a bunch of ass.
We'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected.
Pearl, don't say things like
that.
that.
Have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere.
Hey, I'm a fearless
You'll
swordsman.
help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Yeah.
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
Sure.
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Just a little bit closer. Wait, did I fuck up? I don't think I did. Let's find out.
Faster!
This must have been a nice place once.
And it will be again.
Come on. Come on, do something. God damn it. Why is our badges so close? Fucking.
Because you touch yourself at night.
Damn it, bro. The PS5. I've had it for a while now. No, it's been over a year, Randy. I forgot exactly when I got it. I think the first thing I played on it was the 7 Remake DLC. I'm pretty sure. What are you thinking of? Oh, like who did that? Who's this their first game? Is there someone else? There we go. Shot in the face.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right.
Yeah, the music's so good.
Let's head back to Boklat. Something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Yeah.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, You know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Like, I don't know where to find you. What the hell are you talking about?
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long.
True.
And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to
Right,
a hideaway, that they might live, even should Lostwing die?
Oh yeah, character limit, same ways.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
men, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's bales.
Come on. Back to the stables, girl.
Come on, friends, we're taking you to the hideaway.
Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster.
Oh no.
They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them,
hey Coco, how you doing?
they're all
Hope you
gonna
get some good
fucking
food.
die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Oh, I will. We're gonna kill the shit out of that monster.
Come on. Run like the wind. All right.
Rosen, what are you doing?
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh no.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
No.
They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Yeah, let me kill the shit out of this thing. I got
Come
this.
on, then.
That is no real guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Never did. There we go. Hello, right, bro? Giga Flare 60 hits, oh my god. Okay, well he got destroyed. He got absolutely destroyed.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
I think we won that one, guys.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Oh.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause.
What's up, Akira?
It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin!
It made the kill off screen, right? All that build up and you only kill him on screen.
Krieger, you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that.
The second one, Akira.
Thing.
It's the second one.
And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing.
I got
It's been
you.
flooded.
What?
I got you with my manager powers. You weren't going insane. Last we got flooded? What? Oh no, it got ether flooded.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Quentin, no! Hands of power to the wind. Quentin, no, you're gonna turn.
Damn it.
Fuck. Don't tell me we're gonna have to kill Quentin.
It's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Waken winds!
Damn it, Joshua. Try to get this, bait this guy to attack me. Oh wait, I can do this. Oh my god, I actually taunted for the first time ever. I finally determined that was a thing. Maybe that's the secret to getting more Mega players. I gotta taunt them. No, Dreadwing just nope.
All yours, Torgal.
Yeah, Eternal's explanation is right.
I need to find Quentin.
Honestly, Akira, if you want to do that, I'll look through them and correct anything that I need to correct.
Quentin. Quentin!
Oh god, Quentin!
Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why?
I'd be down for that. Akira, I'd be down for that. It wouldn't take like super
all
long.
All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness
skipping past my game
remains.
story.
I
would be down though,
I
Akira.
have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge.
Okay.
We're more than that.
No,
to
okay.
you, and
Yeah,
we
whatever you
all
want to do
know
that.
it.
Go ahead.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't
You're welcome,
over
Akira.
yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost.
No.
But it seems your people aren't. So long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
That's up to you, Akira.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Oh.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your
Okay,
efforts on our behalf.
Yeah, if you were making the items, just wait till
You
you're
saved
done.
my life.
You know, we're
twice
doing
over.
all that.
And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Broken potion in the game for like 100 gil. I mean, I don't see the problem with that, Akira. Alright, so now we're done with those. But wait, there's a hunt in the hideaway that I saw. So we get to do that. And then we'll end the stream. And then next stream we're gonna go on with the goddamn story. Called it the exotic potion restores all your HP, MP, and T. Oh my god. Yeah, Akira, I'll take that for 100 gold.
Hold into time.
What do you want to point out? It's all side quest shit. I know, I feel lied to, Akira. Well, not lied to, but like... Damn it. No, Kira, I already did a Friday stream. I'm not doing a Sunday stream too, goddammit. Worth a shot. I'm sure Pearl will try too. That's right, Friday stream was funny. I kind of want to do more of those, honestly, with fighting games and stuff.
Did you see that? Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
The Talisman of Priming. Ooh, what is
All
that?
yours. Come
That
again.
sounds like a liver
I
break
may
thing.
have more for you.
Nope, increases the duration of a thing I never use. So we could do story tomorrow. Dare Pearl will try to talk me into it. You're like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's doing. He lays you out. The Man in Black. Are we fighting Golbez? Lost Wing and Senbrek. Lost Wing and Senbrek. Pearl, are we about to fight Golbez? Oh yeah, because I guess Lost Wing now isn't going to be a town anymore. So I guess now there's enemies here. Shit, so where's he going to be in the town? Bro, imagine if like it was Golbez and started playing his theme. Be amazing, right? Stairs, maybe? That's true. Golbez wouldn't be a B rank hunt. You're right. Alright, but where in the hell is this Man in Black now? I was about to say, who the hell is this guy? What day do you think? Yeah, Eternal. I was thinking like either Monday or Wednesday. Honestly, I'd even need to do Friday if that ends up working better for you and Allison. But yeah, honestly, any day is good for me, Eternal. Do you have a what day would you want to do it? Okay, where the fuck is he? Monday or Wednesday work best for you? Okay. Do Monday? Okay, just because Akira says it, we'll do Monday. Okay, where the fuck is this guy? Harold, am I right thinking this guy's in the town? I am, okay. We did Wednesday, you missed the power in 60. Akira, okay, so Akira, so that week, we're actually doing Allison's actually running a charity. So I'm doing streams for that charity. So, like that week I'm going to be streaming different Final Fantasy games every day. And, the night we don't do Chocobo GP, I'm actually going to stream the Tactics mod. Yeah, we'll talk about the DM. Yeah, for sure, Eternal. So I'll ask Allison. I mean, we can ask Allison if she prefers Monday or Wednesday. That's like a plan. Yeah. So I'm gonna play 16, of course. Then Chocobo GP. Then the Tactics mod, and we might do a 14th stream. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm gonna do that or not. But we might do a 14th stream too. It's at the same time. After like 1 year, it has not been a year here. Since I streamed 14. It's either 14 or I do like a Final Fantasy VI randomizer. Which I never tried. I'm kind of leaning toward 14 now. Wait to ask you the special death. I guess we could. Wait, you talking about for the Chocobo GP stream Eternal? Here he is. Thank you. Hey, there we go.
Bring out the Baron! Let me and my daughter purge them of their sin.
Yeah, Eternal. I was just gonna do it with either, like, as for one of our streams. I don't even care if you want it to be yours or if Allison wanted to stream it. But then, yeah. Wait! Why did Bahamut not go off? What the fuck? I was literally like casting it. Yeah, Bahamut. That's right, but who cares? I guess we can talk about that too, Eternal. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind either way. And And then yeah, you and Allison can guest star if you guys want to have your cams up for it. Just good sound effect. You're down? Okay. Oh, you bitch! Okay, really?
I failed.
Okay, or don't fucking use the move. Okay, alright, we got it this time. It'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do my
You lose.
my Arn cosplay for that stream. Oh shit. Damn it, Pearl. Do we want to do like double Arn? Yeah, that would be. Do you know what the tracking says for it? For the Arn cosplay? Okay, maybe I should save RAM outside just in case, because the maps in this game are not good at like pointing out floors. God damn it. Now I'm lost. Trying to get to this guy again. It still doesn't ship. Oh, god damn it. Damn, how do I go up? I'm just trying to like go up and get to this stupid place. No. Okay. I'm glad this town got nuked, so we never have to go in here again. Because navigating this place is a nightmare. God damn it, now that's taking me to the wrong place. Can you just like teleport me to the guy? Randy, what do you mean I'm sus? What did I do? I'm glad the town did. The people didn't get nuked, okay? All the people were evacuated. I think. Maybe. Look. You know what I mean, okay, Randy? This place is a shithole to try to run through. Don't worry about it, Akira. Where the fuck is the place to go? Oh my god. Hey Peril, do you remember how to navigate this place? This godforsaken town, literally. Peril, please like tell me a direction. And look at look at the cellar passage. But how do I get here? How do I get underground though? I can't find the way underground again. I like found it on accident last time. Keep going. That thing was under that section. But like, how do I get underground? Where's the part where I go underground? On the right? What? Here? Or like... Slight right of where I am. When I had the map open. There's a slight right. Wait, is it here? Is this it? Oh, Jesus Christ, I think this is it. Okay, I think we found it. Okay, we got it. Thank you, Pearl. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm saving it. I'm not dying. If I don't care if I don't think I'm gonna die again. I'm not risking going to this godforsaken town again. Oh damn, no intro this time?
Get him!
Nice, 50p stagger. Nice. That's a pretty nice one. I can't see. Okay, that was much better than last time. Yeah, Peril. So, have you ever tried the Berserker ring?
Your work here is done.
Okay, so the Berserker ring's actually misleading of what it does. I found out about this thanks to Nerd. See, like, all it says is it increases your attack proficiency, right? When you precision dodge. Thank you, Randy. What it actually does, when you do a precision dodge, you do that cool slide you did, and then you actually go into limit break for like 2 seconds. So like you do a precision dodge, and then you could do like a limit break combo. Right? The Berserker and like the description does not say that at all. I would have never known if I didn't see Nerd doing it. Okay. Oh, this does the story thing again. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna skip that and then. Okay. I'll go back to the hideaway save there, so then we can watch the cutscene next time. And like do this part properly. If you want equipped fair. Okay. Alright, I swear to God, if I get hit with 20 side quests again on Wednesday, I'm gonna be mad. I just want to go through the story next time, please. Just let me go through the story.